Greetings. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Today has been very interesting, and to me technically it's still early in the day, so hey, but I have to share this quick story with you guys, or two, because I came to California for my birthday. I'm not big on, like, I don't have to do anything extra. It's just I need to be by the beach, and you know, I have family in California. I have a place to stay, so I don't have to spend like wads of money to get a hotel room and all of that. It's just like right up the street from me technically. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take a week off, and I'm going to enjoy my week off for my birthday. My birthday's tomorrow, by the way. Shout out to my fellow Tauruses. May the 4th be with you. But I wanted to come to the beach, and it wasn't looking too good. Hey, I am enjoying it. Hey, Sam. How you doing, sis? I wanted to enjoy my birthday week and go to the beach, and it wasn't looking too good looking at the forecast, and I was just like, this beach that I typically go to, like my go-to beach, it was talking about like rain and it's gonna be cloudy, and I'm just like, oh, damn. So my dad and my stepmom, we all go to the beach on Sunday, right? Thank you, Lauren. And Sunday, it's like freezing cold. It's like dust cold, and we haven't even got to the beach. We're still like at the top where you park or whatever, like at the, you know, the top, you know, whatever, top level before you walk down to the beach, and it's freezing up there, and I'm dressed like I'm going to the beach. So my dad and my stepmom, they got on like sweatshirts or whatever, and my stepmom was like, it's too cold. So like, okay, we're not gonna go. So I'm like, okay, whatever. The next day, the forecast is not looking good. So I'm just like, I'm not ever gonna be able to go to the beach. But something told me, cause like my dad was like, you can either see if the beach is good and go to the beach, or we can go to the Jamaican spot, which is all the way in Baldwin Hills, which is like an hour away from us. And when I tell you this is the best Jamaican spot I've ever had in my life, child, like I've never had Jamaican food that on point. So until I have better, that is the best Jamaican food I've ever had. So I'm just like, ooh, Jamaican food, the beach. Because I don't know if the beach is really going to be, the weather is going to be right. Based off of the forecast, it's supposed to be raining, right? So something told me just drive by the beach. So we go by the beach, and needless to say, the sun is out. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go out to the beach, and I'm just there. And I knew that Divine Spirit, my divine team, wanted me to go to the beach. There's a reason why, because every time I go to the beach, I do a ritual, I cleanse, I pray, or something divine happens while I'm out there. So I know that when I go to the beach, it's not just me going out there just to catch some sun and some sand on my ass. Like, I'm going out there for a purpose, a divine purpose. And I was just out there enjoying myself. I took some pictures, I, you know, did some readings, and I did some sound healing, and I'm just like, okay, I don't feel like I did what I was supposed to do. So I started changing my clothes. I started putting back on my sweatpants and stuff, and like whatever, changing my clothes. And I'm sitting there, and I start singing. Like, I was led to sing this gospel song. It's Kirk Franklin's "The Storm Is Over," I think it's called. I'm not going to sing because I sound goofy. Y'all probably know it. If you know gospel music, or you know Kirk Franklin, it's like his old song. One of his old songs is, and I started singing that, and I started to cry. Why is this important? Like, y'all just like, girl, get to the point. But every time I come to California, it's always something divine that happens. But I heard the "Storm Is Over Now" song, and I was singing it, and I started to tear up. And I remember writing a note in my phone before I came here. I think it was like last Friday, and I wrote, "I give you my tears in exchange for my healing." So that was a mantra, and I was guided I just felt this like unction, like get up and walk to the water. And I was like, I got my sweatpants on, like I'm gonna get my sweatpants dirty and wet. So I get up anyway, and I go, and I started to cry, and then I just wiped my tears with the water, with the ocean water. And I skipped the part, because y'all know, like if y'all be following me on Instagram and stuff, y'all know I love my dolphins. And at this beach that I go to, there's always dolphin sightings. Like, not every time that I've gone, but for the most part, if I prayed and said, God, I want to see my dolphins, I usually see them. So I was like, I didn't see my dolphins, but I wasn't pressed about it this time around. But while I was singing to myself, I started crying, and I felt that release and that breakthrough. Like, okay, this is what you wanted me to do. This is why you wanted me to come out here, was to do this release. And then I seen 2 dolphins going past, and that's where I started to really start to cry. And then I walked to the water and I cleansed myself, and I pray for other people's healing as well, not just my own. So that was my little ritual at the beach. Fast forward to today, I go to the fish market because I went yesterday. I went to get myself some type of little shrimp dish, and you know, my little crab legs and stuff, and my margarita. I had to get another one. And she gave me a little to-go souvenir cup. But I met this dope woman there. So I go in there, and the guy was like, happy birthday to your daughter, happy birthday. And I go in, and I'm just like, okay, or whatever. And then I go to the cashier, and she was like, I love the look, blah, blah, blah. I look cute today. You can't really see it, but I look cute today. Hey, it's Taurus season. Anyway, so she was like, complimented me. And I don't know how we got into the whole thing. She was like, yeah, I'm feeling good. Today's my daughter's birthday. We're going to celebrate tomorrow. And I was like, my birthday's tomorrow. And she was like, yeah, we want to celebrate it tomorrow because my daughter, she loves Star Wars. And she was like, Mom, why couldn't you have me on May the 4th? And she was like, because I wanted you to have the same birthday as Dwayne Johnson, my baby daddy. She's stupid. Dwayne, in case anybody doesn't know who that is. So she was like, you know, funny or whatever. And I was like telling her about, you know, our birthdays or whatever, and she's talking about Star Wars. And then I noticed she had a Prince tattoo right here, like the Prince symbol. And I've been seeing Prince everywhere, like Prince symbols, Prince this, Prince that, for the last few months. Like Prince has just been popping up just randomly. So I complimented her on it. She's like, yeah, I'm a big Prince fan. Then I give her my debit card, and she's like, your name is Chenoa? And I was like, yeah. And she said, I have a cousin named Chenoa. And I was like, oh, wow, because I don't really come across a lot of people with my name. Like, if you go online, you could find a lot of Chenoas. Like, if you go on Facebook or you go on Instagram, you can find a lot of Chenoas. There's a famous singer, I think, named Chenoa. And I think there's like an actress from the 90s named Chenoa. But it's not a common name. I've only ran into one other person in my lifetime, like at my school, that was older than me, that had my name. So she was like, yeah, my cousin, her name is Chenoa. And I said, she's not from Arizona, is she? And she was like, yeah, I got family all over. My family, we live in here, we live over there in Arizona, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, let me find out that this is the lady my grandma named me after, because her cousin, she said, was 50 years old. So I'm like, maybe my grandma met her. I don't know. I got to ask my grandma, because my grandma named me after a friend named Chenoa. And she was like, yeah, my family is Native American. It means world peace. It means peace, and it means white dove. And I was like, I know what it means. And I was telling her I'm Native American too, but my grandmother named me after another Native American woman. So I know that the name itself, what it means allegedly. So white dove, peace. And we bonded over that. She was talking about, she was like, yeah, my family's name means blah, blah, blah. And then she said, my name is Cinderella. I said, not your name is Cinderella. Like, come on. Y'all, if y'all been on my channel for like a year or two now, y'all done know I channeled Cinderella stuff all the time. And that's probably one of my favorite Disney movies. And I still haven't done a video on Cinderella in a sense of why her story is really actually realistic, and it's not just some fairy tale. Like, it's actually really relatable. I'm gonna wait on that. At some point I'm gonna do a whole video on that. But her name is Cinderella. Like, her real legit name is Cinderella. So I'm just like, God, you're funny. You're really funny. So yeah, we just bonded over that. And she was like, I love, because I gave her my business card too, and she's like, I love how you have the moons on it. And she's like, I was born on a full moon. And she was just going, it's just amazing. And she's like, yeah, I can read, I can channel. Like, it was just this weird, in a good way, weird vibe. It was just one of those things. So I was just like, okay, it's just too much. It's funny. And yeah, and I'm grateful for her. And on top of that, like, she hooked my margarita up. This is the thing about me and margaritas. I don't like frozen margaritas, really. I prefer to have them on the rocks, because it seems like the ice takes away the flavor. You don't get that buzz that you should be getting, but she hooked it up. So shout out to her for hooking my peach margarita up. And then on another note, I'm sitting there waiting for my food, and they're playing a reggae version of Aaliyah's Are You That Somebody? And I'm just vibing. I'm just like, the energy's just good. Today is a good day. Ice Cube. Anyway, long story short, today is a good day. Serendipitous. I got my mermaid cards. I got my little oceanic oracle cards. So we're going to do some messages, some divine guidance. I might pull my angel tarot cards. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys are still here watching, I appreciate y'all, because I know that was a lot. 11 minutes in. Here we go. Let's see what the divine messages are. I'm just going to pull, just probably not spend too much time on here, because I want to relax. I want to enjoy my margarita. I want to digest my food. I never knew that. In my opinion, Arizona has shitty seafood. And granted, we live in the desert. So Arizona compared to California is going to be a whole different ballgame when it comes to that. I've never had crab legs, like snow crab, that was big like that. I'm like, I could get full off of this. So I just can only imagine what their king crab tastes like. I'm good. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I can't make this shit up. Like, it's weird. Like, not your name. Like, who names their kid Cinderella? Like, I've never met or heard of anyone named Cinderella. If y'all have, let me know. But just her, she just said it. I didn't even ask her what her name was. She was just like, yeah, my name is Cinderella. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what the fuck? Like, spirit, come on. Oh my God. Okay, so you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Some of you guys may be guided to document. You guys need to spend some time out more in nature, especially if the weather, you know, is warmer. And even if it's not, like, your connection to earth energy, I feel like, especially because we're in Taurus season, will benefit you. Regardless if you have earth dominant in your chart or you're Taurus or not, it doesn't matter. The earth energy, like tapping into that, especially the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know why I was about to call this card the Hierophant, because it kind of looks similar to the Hierophant. I think the girl in the card in this deck and the Hierophant is also writing, or she's reading a book. So some of you guys, ooh, I knew there was a reason why I was feeling the unction to get this book, like show you guys this book that I have. It's like a concoction of Neville Goddard's like teachings and his studies and his lectures, like all in one book. This book that I have, that I had it for over like 2 years now, but I've been guided to like read it. So I brought it with me on the trip, and I've just been like opening it up intuitively and just reading the pages that I'm guided to read. I should have brought it here so you guys can see it, but so you guys can, if you feel led to get that book. But there's something here that I feel like with books and or writing that's going to benefit you greatly, and just you connecting with nature. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you guys may feel like your hard work is being overlooked, or hard work doesn't have to be connected to a job or anything like that, but just what you give to the world, what you give to people in your life, or just your contribution or the work that you do within yourself. You kind of feel like it's going unnoticed, in a sense of underappreciation is the key word here. Underappreciated. Like you're being passed up. But you see how this mermaid is giving this girl that's carrying like this, I don't know, it's like wood or something. She's giving her all these pentacles. So some of you guys, this is a blessing that you're not going to expect. With the Seven of Cups here, some of you guys might also need to evaluate some of your desires that you have. Some things that good desires, and some things that are not so good desires, or things that may be coming from a place of lack, or coming from a place of, you know, I deserve, like this is what I deserve to have. Like there's healthy desires, and there's toxic desires, or desires based off of limitations, and there's desires based off of what is in divine alignment. Okay, persistence is key. persistence. You have number 11 with persistent drive, and it says, see what you desire and move towards that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Okay. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. So this is about your purpose. Like, don't focus so much on the merits or the recognition or the rewards or, you know, the seemingly appreciation and validation. Focus more so on the purpose of everything that you do. And if it's coming from heart, if it's coming from a pure place and pure intent, then that's the persistence to keep forward. And I had this conversation yesterday with someone where she was like, why do shitty people get to have, you know, relationships and I'm still single? Like, there's got to be, like, where's the good men at, or something like that. And I told her, I said, you're not settling. It could come easy to you if you were just to be like, okay, well, I'm single, this guy is available, or this person wants me, or I could just settle for whatever's easiest in close proximity to me, but not really wait for what's for me, what's best for me. So when she said that she felt like bad people always get ahead or they always get better, I was like, I felt this before. I felt that. And I do believe sometimes that we'll look at something and we'll amplify it and have our own perception of something that may not even be true, right? Where we think that someone is in a better predicament than us. You don't know what this person went through. You don't know what they sacrificed to get what they got. And sometimes some people, you know, do bad things to get what they want, or they settle for things that are not divinely in alignment. So you can't ever covet or assume things about what people have or what their experiences are, because you don't really know. Focus on your own paper, because whatever's for you is not going to pass you by. And that's the thing about it. It's all about perspective. 7 of Cups. It's all about perspective. All about it. And Spirit is saying to stay persistent, because that pursuit of your joy, that pursuit of purpose, or that pursuit of the thing that is divinely aligned for you, you're going to meet it one day. It's going to happen. Another message that's been coming up a lot too for some people is like Spirit telling them to not focus so much on the desire that they're asking for, but kind of move on. Like, okay, I set this thing, I planted the seed. I don't need to keep watching it grow and waiting for it to grow. I know it's going to grow inevitably, so let me focus on other seeds. That may be something that you're guided to do as well. Don't hone in on one thing so much that you're micromanaging it to the point where you're trying to see the results and try, like, okay, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Like, you know, come out of that place. Put your focus towards other things. Replacing what was lost. Whoa. Wow. You have number 11 and number 12. Number 11, number 12. So, progression. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create. What the hell is that? What does that say? Hold on. What is that? Somebody's comment was held for review, so I don't know what it was, and it probably, I don't know if it was something negative, but it was blocked. So, hey, thank you, YouTube. I don't know if it was or wasn't. It says you now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. Yeah. So, like I was picking up, Spirit is wanting you to shift the way that you view things. Like it says, create with a new perspective or outlook. Can also indicate an abundance is on the horizon. Yeah, you are going to get that just due. And it could come in maybe all at once, or it could come in, you know, just pieces, or come in gradually. It could come through things that maybe you're not expecting. So never underestimate what a blessing is, what an opportunity is. Like, just be in the state of just gratitude, because when you're in the state of gratitude, anything, no matter if it's perceived big or small, is really up to you, how you perceive it. The blessings, the miracles, the things. Like, me meeting that woman today was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. Some people might be like, that wasn't shit. Like, to an onlooker standing around us, probably was like, whatever. But to me, that meant something. The beach situation, to others, it might just be like, bitch, you just went to the beach at the right time. Like, so what? Or the dolphin just popped up just at that time. No, it meant something to me. So this could be just little things that we would perceive as little things that can actually be a big thing to you. Or something that is great and big that most people be like, wow, how did that happen for you? It could come in different forms, could come all at once, or it can come, like I said, gradually, but it's all about your perspective. Some of you guys, you do have something to say. I don't know if it's like Mercury retrograde is really bringing out the poet in you, or the autobiographer in you, or just literature is just something with your writing, or you gaining more clarity the more and more that you journal. Some of you guys might do the channel, like open channeling with spirit, or allowing spirit to flow with you. Even drawings. Sometimes, like, when I'm guided to, like, I'll be guided to channel, but I'll start writing or scribbling, or just like writing symbols, and it's just coming to me, and it looks like chicken scratch to somebody, but it's messages coming through. So some of you guys, like, your form of writing may not just be actual words. It could be symbols, it could be pictures, it could be whatever, right? Let's pull an angel card, because I don't want to keep y'all too long. Let's see, what is the message for the collective, Holy Spirit? The Three of Pentacles, which is the Three of Ariel in this deck. And it says, do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. I'm going to pull another one, but yeah, for some of you, this does apply to your work, to creative energy that you guys are harnessing. The Ten of Raphael, Ten of Cups. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, a happily ever after. Okay, catch the rainbow, the promise. So this is just harmony and blessings with people around you. You may find during this time that maybe you just feel at peace with people in general. Like, you're not sweating, you're not taking things too personal, if that makes sense. Hey, you're not taking things too personally, getting caught up in what this person versus what that person is doing. You're just accepting people as they are. You're allowing people to just be who they are and live their life without judgment, critical judgment of them and yourself. This could just be mending of just having peace with where your connections and relationships are. Like, you're not carrying on the baggage of them. It's also this energy of not micromanaging everything. It's just like this energy of flow. Not everybody's going to resonate with this, but I do feel this. I have to shout out these sharks, because I keep seeing references to sharks, and I just had a conversation, I think it was last night, we were talking about sharks and how, I think it's in China, I can't remember, I think it's China, where they capture sharks and they cut off their fins to make this really expensive, like food or soup or something out of their fins, and then they throw them back in the ocean, which is so sad. Like, yeah, sharks might not be a fan favorite for some people. You know, they're not the most cuddly, you know, things. When you think of sharks, you might think of Jaws, you think of danger, you think of getting bit, whatever, right? But they still are part of this planet. They're still a living creature that deserves that respect. Just let them be. You know what I mean? Like, we probably shouldn't be eating seafood at all, right? I think the Bible would be like, we shouldn't be eating nothing. But it's just sad. And again, like, just allowing things to just be what they are without trying to like tamper it and put your hand on it and do something that is out of nature and out of term. And what's even more sad about it is like when they cut their fins off. And my daughter, she loves sharks. I don't know why, but she do. That's one of her favorite animals. But because she studies them and stuff. But my friend was telling me that once they throw them, they cast them back into the ocean after they've cut their fins for this soup or this expensive food, whatever the hell they're making out of it. They can't really do anything, so they're bait to everything else and they get eaten. It's really sad, like, to think about it. Like, they ain't think about y'all. Like, what y'all, like, what? Y'all can't find a better soup? Y'all can't make something else more clever? Like, what made y'all be like, ooh, we gonna have some shark fin soup? Like, at least if y'all gonna do that, just eat the shark. But no, we're gonna cut their fins off, make them suffer, just throw them back in. Like, that's some cruel shit to me. I'm sorry. It's cruel. But anywho, I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all, because I can go on a tangent and we ain't gonna do that. I'm not an environmentalist, okay? I wouldn't say that. I'm just a humane person. Like, come on, like, I don't understand it. I don't know why people are just so cruel to things. But oh, let me show y'all this. Number 10, it says every step counts. I'm gonna read this. It says there is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. There's no need to rush, y'all. There's no need. And right underneath that, I'm gonna pull this. It says number 24, love where you are. That's an interesting something. I don't know what that is. It says use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what would you like. So ground your energy. There's no need to rush your process, your journey, where you are, where you're at. There's really no need. What's yours, as long as you're in that persistence of, you know, staying on path and staying on journey, you need not worry about what's going on to your right or to your left. Stay focused. Okay. All right. Much love, y'all. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Be blessed. Be safe. Take care. Peace.